Would you look these two books up on Amazon to see if they are worth reselling? If you saw them in a thrift store, in a garage sale, an estate sale, in a library book sale, wherever it may be, I recommend you look up books that look like this. Profits of War, Lockheed Martin and the Making of the Military Industrial Complex. Yes, please. I'm going to look that up immediately. This one's just Socialist Reconstruction, a Better Future for the United States. Now, that's a little more general, but not that general because it's socialist reconstruction. And just the way that the cover art looks to me stands out, and it's definitely worth looking up. Now, you may have already guessed, I did already sell these on Amazon. Merchant Fulfilled, not FBA, Merchant Fulfilled. And I found this one, I found both of them in a little free library. This one back on October 10th of this year, of course, last month, October 10th. And this one just this month, November 1st. It's November 16th, 2023. So I found this 15 days ago, sold. And this one I found a little over a month ago, and it's sold. So these are the kind of books that I love to find, look up, and see if they're worth it, and sell them on Amazon. These are not gonna move fast in my store, in my retail store, and they may or may not move on eBay, but likely they're gonna get less money on eBay. But these are the perfect kind of books that can sell on Amazon pretty quickly, or relatively quickly. This one sold for $9.40, and this one sold for $13.35. So between the two of them, about 22 bucks, 23 bucks of gross sales. So these are the kind of ones that if you can come across these kind of books frequently, you can have faster moving inventory. Um, and don't, this is why I recommend looking in little free libraries. I also recommend leaving books in little free libraries if you're feeling somehow bad about finding books that are there for free and then selling them online. Don't feel bad about that. It's totally fine. The books are there to go to somebody to read. Period. Whether someone makes money off of them or not. And both of these books are going to go to somebody who's going to appreciate them, who's going to read them. So I feel really awesome about that. And I leave lots of books and have left way more books in little free libraries than I've taken or than I will ever take. If not to mention all the books that I've donated over the almost 10 years now to thrift stores, to little free libraries, to schools. So yeah, don't fall prey to that. So these are ones to look up for sure. And then these two sold on eBay. Now, I don't recommend selling this on eBay. It was a bit of a experiment that I did, and it worked for some of them and didn't work for others. So this is a sealed DVD, Monster in Law. I got this in a huge lot back in February of this year. I paid $150 for, it was a lot of DVDs and a lot of CDs. Hundreds and hundreds between the two of them. And I already made my money back. I ended up keeping a lot of the CDs because it's stuff that I wanted personally, so that was good. But at the same time, I also have made more than the $150 back on eBay alone, and I have put a lot of the CDs in my store, so that's good. So financially, strictly financially speaking, I have made my money back. But I did an experiment with some of these sealed DVDs that are not rare or harder to find titles, but because they're sealed, I wanted to see if I could sell them at a lower price. So I listed a lot of them between $2.99 and $4.99 plus shipping, not taking offers, but I promoted them at a higher percentage rate. Like this one was 8%. Some of them I did 10, 12, even 15% just to see if they would move quicker. And some of them did move pretty fast. But as an example, this one, after fees and everything, and shipping, I made $1.75 off of a $2.99 DVD plus shipping. So just so you know that you will probably come across, if you're selling on eBay, you'll come across a lot of sellers that are selling sealed items, even used, of course, but sealed DVDs, for an example, for pretty low. You might see them like $4, free shipping, that kind of stuff. But if you list it at $2.99, $3.99, and some of them $4.99 plus shipping, and you promote them, you can move some of them pretty fast, but there's not much profit in it. So unless you have a constant source of used DVDs and you kind of find the sweet spot in terms of the pricing and the promoting percentage. If you can sell 100 of these a day and make $1 to $3 each, then you've got a nice little business going. But that's a lot of shipping for a very low profit. That's a lot of listing. You get the drift, right? It's up to you. It's up to whoever, whatever business model you want. But, there's people selling, like if you look at Monster-in-Law, sealed Monster-in-Law DVDs, I bet you there's ones where it said, 800 sold, 400 sold. And those are mega sellers that have giant warehouses and they're moving through tons and tons of inventory. And if you want to go that route, great, go for it. It's just going to be a lot, high volume. So I just wanted to mess around with it to see. And some of them do sell fast, but it's just not worth it. And I had so much excess sealed DVD titles that were not unique titles. I just wanted to try it out. And, some of them sold fast, some of them did not. This one, Ricky Lee Jones. Would you look this up if you came across it? I recommend it. For me, Ricky Lee Jones, Duchess of Coolsville, and Anthology. So I see Anthology, and I see number 1, Anthology. Number 2, that this is a Digipack CD case. And that it's pretty thick, so it's a multi-disc set. So you open it up. Lots of cool photos. You can see 1, 2, 3 discs. In a nice booklet here that's attached to the case. So all of these things to me scream that it could be worth money because it's an anthology, so it's like a best of, but even more fancy, called an anthology. And it's got 3 discs, pretty much all of her best songs, etc. It's a collection, and I recommend looking up and selling these types of CDs. Now, turns out I sold this one for $24.99 plus shipping, so it was a nice sale. It has a barcode, but this is as you can see, this is the BMG Direct. So these are the ones that don't have a normal barcode. You can't scan that, but you can scan it, but it won't show you on eBay or Amazon. So a lot of people that only scan for Amazon, either whether it's only FBA or only merchant fulfilled, they will pass on this because of this type of BMG barcode instead of looking it up, and they'll miss out on a $25 sale. And I get it. It's all about speed for them, and that's fine. Different business models. But this came from those 4 pallets. Well, one of the 4 pallets, sorry, it was 5 pallets of CDs, only CDs that I bought from an Amazon FBA seller. So they found everything that fit their profit parameters, etc. for Amazon, the CDs, and then they just put the rest of them back in the Gaylords. And I have been selling or going through those and selling some of them. This is the 15th eBay sale I've had from just 1 pallet that I've gone through. And I have a lot more listed, and of course 3 and 3.5, 3 3/4 pallets left to go. And I've been selling off some of this stuff. So I would recommend this type of CD to look it up. When it says anthology, best of, when it's got multi-CDs in there. And it's also a bigger name, Ricky Lee Jones. I mean, it's not Bruce Springsteen. It's not, something like that. But, yeah, this is one that I would definitely look up. And also, which I said in another video, it's just a good idea, or it's just because an Amazon seller has gone through something, whether it's in bulk, like this example of all the CD pallets, or whether it's someone in front of you at a thrift store or any other source. Library book sales, another good example. Doesn't mean there's nothing there. There's nothing to resell, because what you're going to end up finding is a bunch of books. These have barcodes, of course, but a bunch of books that don't have barcodes, that people didn't bother looking up, or it just has an ISBN number, or maybe they didn't want to even scan the ISBN. They're only doing the barcodes. Even if they scan the ISBN, there's going to be probably some that you might find that might not be able to sell on Amazon, but you might be able to sell on eBay, especially if they're collectible, older books, that type of thing. So same thing goes for CDs. Just because someone scanned through everything with barcodes doesn't mean that when you go through the box and you see this one, you say, oh, that looks interesting. Let me look that up. Yep, turns out it's worth some money. So just keep that in mind. don't get worried or dismayed about being behind someone who's scanning furiously with their Scoutly or whatever other scanning app they're using for Amazon. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Take care.